Time for Culture. It's Wednesday, which is movie day, of course. I'm joined by our film critic, Lisa Nettleson, who's back from her holidays. Good to have you back. And she's here to talk to us about two films in French cinemas. One that's socially redeeming. It's The Angel's Share by Ken Loach, and one that has no socially redeeming aspects whatsoever, The Dictator, starring Sacha Baron Cohen. I understand they're both comedies. Let's start with The Angel's Share, then, shall we?
Well, if you've never seen a Ken Loach film, and he's made 26 of them, this is a great place to start. Loach holds the record for most films at competition in Cannes, that's 11, and he won the jury prize at Cannes this year with The Angel's Share, and that's a distilling term for the portion of whiskey that evaporates.
OK, it kind of makes you wonder whether there are angels in 12-step programmes in Scotland.
It does, doesn't it? Well, Robbie, a petty criminal in Glasgow, should be going to prison for his latest transgression. But his girlfriend is pregnant, and he's going to be a father, and so the judge sentences him to 300 hours of community service instead. There he is, Robbie. He ends up under the wing of a truly caring social worker who, as an extracurricular treat, takes his charges on a tour of a whiskey distillery, and that turns out to be the catalyst for a funny, suspenseful, unusual sequence of events. So let's get a taste of the colorful characters when they're pulled over by the cops. Let's watch.
So, anything on you I should know about?
It's just my sleeping bag. Do you want milk, mate?
Nah, you're all right.
You know, wash your socks, son.
There's no washing machine where I was.
Right.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry? Aye, I'm fine.
OK, girls. We'll catch you later, so to speak.
See ya.
Right. You think I forgot, eh? Let's have you.
What? Just come over, guys, eh?
Over here now. Not you, miss. Up with the kilts.
What? You having a laugh? You'll never sleep again, officer.
Shut up. Up, I said.
Jesus Christ, what happened to you?
It's a long story, pal.
Go easy, eh? Got to get some cream on that, man.
You got any
for
on you?
goodness sake.
It's like a fire hydrant.
Do you want a wee sample there? But
Should have brought my welding mask.
you're not disgraceful. Is that us done?
That's you. On you
Cheers.
go. Behave yourself.
Come on, but. No, hopefully no.
I love it, fantastic. So I do hope, Lisa, this isn't one of those films which implies that crime pays, is it?
Well, the characters are low-grade criminals. They're good at things like shoplifting and breaking and entering. Robbie used to do physical harm, but he really is reformed. He no longer has a violent bone in his body. And when you've got a criminal record, the opportunities to earn an honest living aren't exactly overflowing in Glasgow. Now, some might call it a heist. Loach calls it a redistribution of wealth. So it's not just about some ragtag group of bumbling crooks. It has wider, strangely pertinent implications.
How did you do with the accents? What about this Scottish setting?
I found the French subtitles very helpful, actually, for what they're saying. And there's a lot of profanity. People should be warned. But the film shows us two sides of Scotland, the underprivileged people who live in Glasgow slums, and then the sort of postcard stuff we all know about kilts, whiskey, the Highlands. But when you think about it, people who live in the inner city may not actually ever have seen the glory of the Highlands for themselves. It's been said that it is a film about second chances, but Loach says that it's really about people who have never even been given a first chance in life, and it's delightful.
OK, well, that's out today in France, and currently on screens is The Dictator, in which Sacha Baron Cohen plays an absolute ruler of a fictional oil state in North Africa, and he gets stranded in New York City and is forced to pass for a political refugee from his own dreadful country. The big question, Lisa, the most important one for me anyway, is it funny?
Well, I laughed. Sacha Baron Cohen, I think we have some footage of him in character at the Cannes Film Festival. His humor makes some people uncomfortable, and I can understand that. There he is, arriving by camel. I can understand why, because there are entirely too many genuine dictators still in the world, and they're not funny at all. But if you think what we're about to see is amusing, chances are you will like the film. Now, let's watch Admiral General Aladdin of the Republic of Wadia as he's in conversation with a countrymen on a harmless helicopter tour over Manhattan for tourists. Let's watch that.
انت انا ما ماشي متقعقع على محونيات شلي
وانت بورشة؟
ايوه A 9/11.
Oh, 9/11, it's the best.
ויש לי את זה, אני באוטו עם ה-9/11, משהו קרה. ايوه انا كده עוד אחד. אני אעשה 9/11 2012.
بحوار إلا وحواني لو فويش مش امباير ستيت بيلدينج ولكن ذا يانكي ستاديوم
لا الزب انا عسيت بس مش هنا بس ستاتشيو اوف ليبرتي. ايوه
وش ولكن مقروف
הגוף שלי זה גרוע, אבל עין נתנה לי משהו שממש עוזר את זה.
أيوة
תסתכל, זה ממש עוזר לי.
شوف عليك
ايوه
مزيان.
شوف זה עוזר וזה עושה זה יותר כפית. אני אגיד לך, בוא נעשה מ5 עד 1, הכי מהר. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fantastic. It is meant to be deliberately offensive, isn't it? Does the film, though, Lisa, tell us whether it's better to be born into a despotic role or to seize power and then rule with callous insensitivity?
Well, not really, you know, and since we're talking about the dearth of opportunities to forge a decent career in today's economy, I would like to point out that most absolute dictators are men. I mean, think about that. Just these past few weeks, François Hollande, since François Hollande was elected president...
François Hollande there. OK, carry on. Yeah.
The French government has done a terrific, unprecedented job of championing equality because half of the cabinet posts went to women, but there have been so few female dictators in history, and I don't think anyone's taking measures to remedy that imbalance.
Is it because women in the rule perhaps don't go for strange facial hair and heavy military uniforms dripping with metals? Is that it?
That must be what's holding women back from the field of bottomless cruelty.
I think it is.
It's purely a fashion issue. I might actually chip my nails if I had to rule with an iron fist.
It would be tough, wouldn't it? And what would be your first decree, Lisa, if you ruled that roost?
If I ruled the roost, I would insist that my loyal subjects attend some of the 200 films being shown as part of the 10th edition of Paris Cinema, which starts this Friday, June 29th, and runs through July 10th. This is a completely democratic film festival. Absolutely everybody's welcome to come. And it's a creatively programmed initiative to bring films from all over the world to people in Paris for a very reasonable fee. Films are only €5 each, and for €35 you can get a pass to see as many films as you have time for. The movies are showing in venues in 10 of the city's 20 arrondissements, and quite a few of them are in English. The country of honor this year, or the region of honor, is Hong Kong, and most of us, when we hear Hong Kong, we think martial arts films, and there's a good reason for that, but there really is much, much more to Hong Kong filmmaking than that. And if you understand French, this is your chance to see 5 films by Leos Carax, whose latest film, Holy Motors, I will be raving about next week, and the Chilean Raul Ruiz died recently, and Paris Cinema is showing 16 of his movies out of the, no joke, 116 that he made.
Fantastic stuff. You have been told by Dictator Nettleson that is the place to go if you're in Paris either now or over the next few weeks. Fantastic stuff. Great. Lisa Nettleson, our film reviewer here on France 24. Latest news with Jeannie after the break. Stay with us.